I've genuinely not had an idea how this week's weigh-in went, because this week has felt completely different to how it has done the last 2 weeks. And if you remember, if you've seen the videos, the last 2 weeks I've lost weight. But I've lost weight, but I've also felt good doing it. So I've been more energetic, I've been eating well, I've been moving more and making sure that I'm staying focused. This week though has been completely different. I felt more sluggish, I felt heavier, I felt like even though I have been doing as much exercise and keeping moving as last week, it just felt harder, if I'm being honest. But what I have come to realise is that your mind doesn't always match the effort that your body's putting in. And the dangerous part for me is that this would be the time where I would start to either change things or completely stop. And I don't know if that's the case for you. For those that are watching, have you experienced this? If you have, please put it down in the comment section below. By the way, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe so I can bring more videos like this to you. Back to the video. If you've felt that there's been a certain point in your weight loss journey where you've still been putting the same effort in, but you've not been feeling the same way, let me know when it was, because I am curious if this is just something that's applicable to me personally, or this is something that is quite a generic thing. And because of all that, it has messed with my head a little bit. And I guess, like I said, normally I would either try and change something or stop. And that, I imagine, can be where most people would probably stop. Because you look at how much further I've got to go. So I've lost just over 2 stone as it stands up until today. I know I've got another 4.5 stone to go for my ideal weight. So that's a lot of fat to be losing. And what I don't want is to give up here, because certainly my body has been carrying on and I'm really happy about that. But what I am starting to realise is that your mind and your body doesn't always need to synchronise. What I have noticed is I need to stay consistent. And that, I think, is the most difficult part of any weight loss journey. Remember, focus and determination, that gets you through for the first week or two, but discipline is what keeps you going weeks, months, and even years into the future. So when I step on the scales in just a few minutes, it's either going to show me that what I'm doing is right and I need to keep on doing that, or I need to take a step back, reevaluate, and maybe have a reset. So with all that being said, let me go step on the scales and let's see if I have actually lost or gained anything. So a £1 loss. It's far better than I thought. I genuinely thought I'd actually put some weight on, if I'm honest. So £1 is good. And I guess because for the past couple of weeks I've been losing £2 or £3, I guess I will feel a bit lighter. And because it's just £1 this week, maybe that's why I don't feel the same way. But listen, progress is progress and it's still moving forward. And that's what I've got to remember. It's okay losing 4, 5 and 6 pounds at a time. But there is another side to it. Like, what I am a little bit worried about is the loose skin, the saggy skin. And I feel like that may happen if I was to lose a lot of weight really quickly. So losing it much slower, £1 or £2 a week, I think is a much more sustainable weight loss. But also, I think it's also good aesthetically. I think the biggest takeaway point for me from this week, and maybe for you guys too, is maybe if you're at this stage, you're a bit further on, or even not quite there yet, that you need to learn how your body reacts best for your circumstance. So what I mean by that is your relationship with food. Has it changed? It doesn't mean to say that you're now perfect and you've got everything right, but are you noticing little changes? Are you not going into the snack drawer as much? Are you not thinking to yourself, I'm going to choose the fattier food? Am I going to choose the more healthy option? It might even be that if you was like me, I'd have for my lunch 2 sandwiches and 2 packets of crisps. Have you gone from 2 sandwiches down to 1 packet of crisps? Have you gone down to 1 sandwich and 1 packet of crisps? And then have you got to the point where you can get rid of the crisps completely? If you can do that, even though these are small incremental changes, in the long run, they really help. And that's what's been working for me. So just a quick update regarding my jab. I'm now at the 7.5 milligram, and I found that now I think that is the good sweet spot for myself. I don't know if that's going to be the case for the next few months, but right now I'm enjoying being on there. I feel like it's stopping me overeating. I think when I was at the 5, I'd got used to that a little bit then, and I was having a little bit more than I probably should have done. But the 7.5 is pretty good. It's been keeping me in check. If 7.5 has been your kind of sweet spot or less, let me know. Love to know what you think. I know there are some regular commenters who have been on 2.5 for a long time. Some have been, changing the doses a little bit to around 3 or so. Of course, I don't endorse anything like that because I'm not a medical expert. If you are thinking about going on the jab of any kind, doesn't have to be just Mounjaro, make sure, please, that you just check with your doctor first that you're safe to take it. Because for those who are, it's a great jab. It's absolutely great. There's a lot of scaremongering that goes on saying, don't take it, you're going to lose all this muscle, so on and so forth. It's just not true. When things like that happen, it's because you've not been right for the jab. So I hope you have a lovely week, that you manage to keep losing if you're on a journey of your own. Let me know how you're getting on, how much weight you've lost if you don't mind telling me. Love to read your comments, and I'm going to see you again next week.